3-point conversion presents making the cut. I'm Mr. Controversy. I'm here with my main man Slim Jim. I got the big Google right here.
Yeah.
We here at Cindy Cut's Barbershop, and the topic today is: could LeBron James play in the 90s?
Yeah, he could play in the 90s. In fact, he played in the 90s. He was first team All-NBA, first team defense, period, point blank. He had better foot speed and probably better skills than 80% of the league when it's all said and done. So I got LeBron in the 90s all day. He'd be Michael Jordan's direct competition.
Right.
Easily.
Now, I would say yes, he could play in the 80s, the 90s, based on just his skill set. I think one thing that would separate him is the fact that he probably would be better. He probably would be better in the 90s than he is today, from the perspective that he would be challenged greater by the greats, because he would still be playing with some of the greats of the game. So offensively, defensively, if you evaluate Michael Jordan always said that when he first came in the league, Magic Johnson and Bird dominated. They told him, this is our era, this is our league. So he had to learn, he had to work on his game, he had to become better and better, and he had to evolve into an overall team player. So I think that challenge, because of the game and its completeness back then, would make LeBron an even greater player now. Nowadays, he don't have to if he don't need to, because he got somebody else he could defer to. So if that be the case, the challenge today, once again, I believe is all about money. So folks is like, hey, I get mine no matter what I do, regardless of if I'm scoring or not. So once again, he would be much, much better. And he could choose whichever role he want to play, facilitator, scorer. He can focus on scoring now, because once again, everybody else played defense. So on those teams there, you had designated shutdown men, plain and simple. If whoever got the ball, Joe Dumars, Michael Jordan, I'm gonna lock you down to 19 points. So Joe Dumars didn't have to focus at the 2 as scoring, when everybody know that the 2 position is normally a scorer. So therefore, by having different defensive players, different rebounders, LeBron wouldn't have that pressure on him to play all of those roles.
I agree with both y'all to a certain extent. I think he would be great, but I don't think he would be that great. You talk about his mental capacity; he would be challenged, so he would rise up for that occasion. But let's be real. You look at him now. I mean, when it's under pressure time, you know, it seems like he kind of want to, maybe because of his image, I don't know. So let's take that same mentality and take it to the 90s. If you playing in the 90s, you got Jordan, somebody who's going to go at you 100% no matter what. You got a Scottie Pippen guarding you. They trying to take turns guarding you. You got big man in the league. You know, you got LeBron. LeBron could go to the league. He could, you know, he'd dunk, he'd do all that, but at the same time, what do you want that pressure to say? Okay, I'm the main man. It goes through me, because back then it wasn't no, oh, it's 3 seconds left, I'm gonna pass the ball. You did that. I mean, you sitting on the bench next time, you getting talked about by fans, your teammates, everybody. His jumper, it's pretty good, but he don't even know how to post up, and he can't go left. So honestly, I don't think he would be that great, man.
But wait up. When you say in defense of LeBron, and once again, like I say, I fully understand. I mean, I love the game itself, the whole game, the way it evolved, the fundamentals of it. But now you got to realize that that be the case. It's just like you playing against somebody that's 5 years younger than you. Your best come out when you're being challenged. But right about now, to say I can't go left, there's nobody right now that when they step in front of LeBron at the 3-point line is going to stop him from going to the basket. So I don't have to go left when I know I can dominate you right.
Well, let me say this though. Let me say this. You say that, but what happened in that All-Star game? Everybody say, oh, it was an All-Star game. No, but when Kobe challenged him, he punked out. He punked out. He punked out. He punked out.
What I gotta show you if I just dropped 40 on you in LA Sunday? I just dropped 40
but you know what? The difference is back in the 90s. Hold on. Difference is back in the 90s. It didn't matter. Anytime I had a chance to go at you in a big stage, lights on us, we amongst all-stars, superstars in the crowd, we gonna go hard and hard on each other. He didn't want to do that. He backed down.
Because I dropped 40 on you.
He backed down.
I gotta prove.
Come on, dog. He backed down.
My thing is, when it's all said and done, though, regardless of his mentality, so I know the boy can't hit a buzzer beater to go and save his life. He couldn't save my mom with a buzzer beater, superior point blank. When it's all said and done, you know, the boy's skill set, you know, is to where he can go and play in the league. I mean, honestly, given the fact that it'd be the 90s, they'd be more likely to go and play him at the point, you know, so he can go and distribute like he wants to, give up the situation, and not have to go and take the full grunt of it, you know, because they're coming fresh off of Magic, so they're going to put him at the point. They put Penny Hardaway at the point. They're going to put LeBron at the point and let him go and distribute and go and do it. And he's Karl Malone's size with point guard skills.
Okay.
He's going to go and handle his business.
But the thing
and he can kind of go and sit back and not go and have to be that dude.
Now, the thing about it is, notice, everybody, once again, is greatness based on I took the last shot,
No, it's
or
not.
I deferred.
No,
because
it's not.
notice now, if we have to say
No,
that's
it's
the
not.
biggest knock against LeBron James.
That's right.
So what I'm saying is, if that be the case, I feel once again I ain't got a man up. This is celebrity
That
all
boy
star.
was
Nobody
averaging
playing defense.
triple-double in the
If that
90s
be the
regardless.
case,
That's
guess what?
right. It was 'cause
Once
of
again, I
skill.
just dropped
That's
40 on
right.
you, Kobe
I
Bryant,
dropped
in your
40.
in your
That's
whole
right.
career.
Hold on, Big Google. My thing is not the fact that he don't take the last shot. My thing is ownership. If you the best player on that team, come on, bro. When it's crunch time, you take control. You take advantage of that time, man. He don't do that. He backs down. When the stage is on him and it's a chance where his image can
But
be.
you know what?
Hold on,
He
hold on.
back down
When
is
it's- hold
nice.
on.
Go ahead,
When his
go ahead.
chance can be, when it's a chance when his image can be crushed,
But see, look.
he hides.
Kobe
He
Bryant-
hides.
No,
Kobe
he
Bryant-
doesn't hide. He just fails. Because look, don't forget
No, he
now.
hides.
Wait, no, don't forget. In this last championship against the Spurs, when they were down before Ray Allen hit the three-pointer going
I
save
give
them,
you
that
that.
boy did go and claim them trades.
and I
He
give
was
you that.
trying.
I give you that.
He was trying.
He
So
entered the
wasn't
fourth quarter.
too much
He
worried
entered
about
the
his
fourth
image. The
quarter
boy
with
was trying to
12
go and
points.
do it.
He entered the fourth quarter with 12
He
points
just
and
can't-
finished the
he
game with
can't
32.
save his life.
So if that be the case, all I'm saying is this: use your power, use the power of imagination and think back. You got Michael Jordan hitting over Craig Elo, and then Michael Jordan over Byron Russell. Name any that you can remember that is shown over and over Mike's game-winning shots. So if that be the case, Kobe is 3 for 30. So now he's 3 for 30 in game-winning situations in the last 6 years.
Kobe ain't
So
3 for 30.
if that be the case, 3 for 27. You can Google
3 for
it
20,
yourself.
you said
In
way
other
more
words,
than 3.
all you gotta do is game-winning shots when the shot's on the line.
Go
If you
ahead,
gotta
go
do
ahead,
it, you
go
can
ahead.
Google it now. You can listen to it and Google it now. So if that be the case, what I'm saying is he's not because he don't shoot the last shot. But what's the difference if Mike passing it to Steve Kerr, but Mike passing it to John Paxson in the championship games? 6 NBA rings, he's only taking 1 game-winning shot. The other ones was B.J. Armstrong, Craig Hodges, John Paxson, Steve Kerr. Why he don't get beat? Why don't get knocked for dishing it to deferring to another man? But the moment LeBron do it, he ain't got the heart.
No, it ain't, because you know why? Because it's not the one with LeBron do it, because he always do it. That's the point.
He don't always
Last year
do
he
it.
didn't. Last year he stepped up, and I was happy.
There's been
Because my
plenty
thing
of
is,
times
hold
he hasn't
on.
done
But my
it.
thing
He
is,
just
if you miss it, I don't care. Even if you make that pass, but don't get the ball with 20 seconds left,
Look.
and with 10 seconds left, pass the ball.
No,
when you got your shot.
No,
when you got
LeBron
your
is
shot,
taking
he does
plenty
that.
of chance. No, LeBron has taken plenty of chances to go and hit a game winner like 15 feet out, and the boy just bricks. He can't hit a game winner where it's involving a jump shot to save his life. He can go to the rim and hit a layup to win a game, but if you asking that boy to go and hit a 15-footer, 17-footer, it ain't cracking.
Well, that game 6 against the Spurs, all them threes he
Yeah,
hit.
he was killing it.
Game 7, them 5 threes before halftime, that was game. That was the
before
game
halftime.
on the
We
line.
talking about
We talking
crunch
about
time in the clutch.
Okay,
When you
fourth
need a
quarter,
game
game
winner.
6.
When you need a
Fourth quarter,
game
what you
winner.
mean? They was down by 15.
No, I'm talking about when you need a game-winning shot, closing seconds of the game, and he's
Okay.
taking the last shot. That's what we're talking about. LeBron ain't gonna hit that.
And so that's the whole world's
I'm
argument.
not saying no. I'm not saying that that's making him not a
freezes
great
greatness.
player. That's just
Okay.
making.
Would y'all
that's
agree?
His flaw.
Would you
That's
agree
his flaw.
that out of all the arguments about LeBron, it's that last second shot?
That's his only flaw.
Okay, and notice that determines.
No, that's not his only
That's
flaw.
not determining his
That's not
greatness at all.
But
Wait, I'm gonna break it down.
That's not determining his
Let's get a little
greatness at
deeper. You talking about playing in the 90s. Now, we talk about LeBron's IQ. Everybody said LeBron got his high IQ.
Yeah.
You tell me in the world he has a high IQ when you got somebody 6'3", and you don't post him up. Come on, dog. You take a pull-up jump shot on a 6'3" guy? Come on, dog. Look what he did with Paul George. Paul George should have been in foul trouble every game. He should have been in foul trouble. He shouldn't even play 20 minutes in the whole game. But he don't take advantage. And that's the thing. In the 90s, if I got a mismatch, I'm going to take advantage. I seen B.J. Armstrong take advantage of a Muggsy Brown, but he don't, Muggsy Bogues, but he don't do that. LeBron doesn't do that.
Okay, now, and the reason is, once again, I don't have to. I'm not pressured to. So if that be the case, he
You
don't,
don't have to.
take
don't
advantage
have
of it. He don't. In other words, in his 10-year career, notice now my numbers. 27.7, 8 and 8. Guess what? I'm third all time in career scoring average per game. So
without him posting up, the boy shot 56% from the field this past year.
I mean, that goes back.
Jordan's never shot 56% in the season.
But that goes back. Go check out. Is the league watered down? That's on YouTube. Also goes back to saying that there's no defense in the league. But go ahead. What you say?
So in that sense, there once again, now if that be the case, I think his low block game would be better than it is today. Back in those 90s, because he would be challenged. Because he would learn it. He would be challenged. Notice the key now that young players, when John Wall came straight out of Kentucky after his freshman year, notice he still ain't became the John Wall that everybody expected. This is the reason why. As great as Charles Barkley was, he said it was Dr. J, Moses Malone, and Maurice Cheeks that pulled him to the side. He didn't come in the league start. He had mentors. The money wasn't great, so players listened. They dedicated. They were hungry. They worked out. They dedicated. And he's a fool when it comes to working out. He's an unbelievable specimen. But if that be the case, just envision LeBron with a mentor, with somebody that can develop. It's just like a quarterback coach that got a quarterback that got a quarterback coach. It's the same thing. If he has a personal mentor, the guys that go to lunch with him, when Mike and Scotty go to lunch, or Mike and Barkley played against each other, they was at dinner that night. Right. So they was at the casino that night.
I'll tell you what, that's a good point, because you look at Scotty. Remember when Scotty was in Chicago and they couldn't get past Detroit? Remember, Scotty was weak mentally. Remember, they said, oh, Scotty was the weak link because we just get in his mind. You know, Scotty had all the talent in the world, but he just couldn't get over that hump because mentality, he was like, all right, he was punk out. But he had Jordan talking to him every day. Look, you great. You can do this, working out with him. Mentors.
Ron Harper said when he came to Chicago, he didn't even think he would be able to make it from the weight room perspective, working out with Mike and Scott. And so notice, Ron Harper, before he had his knee surgery, that explosive dude in Cleveland was a beast. But when he came to Chicago, that's when his defense just took it to a whole nother level. So that's all he had to do was, your defense gonna evolve, you're gonna get fast breaks, you're gonna get steals, and now that's where your scoring comes from. Forwards got their scoring from backside rebounds. So if that be the case, think about it. If LeBron can backside Hibbert at 7'2", 7'3", and get a board and crash, and he say, I got 45 points, 18 boards on Hibbert, so therefore I can go in the low block and get backside rebounds all night.
Right, but you know what, with Hibbert though, come on, dog.
He's 7 foot. It don't matter. You 7'9".
Rick Smith would kill Hibbert. But go ahead. But I feel
Rick Smith ain't had no footwork, dog. The big Dutchman ain't had no footwork, dog.
What's man don't either?
You know.
Go ahead, man. Hibbert don't have no footwork.
No, when it's all said and done, man, look, LeBron, if he was to go play in the 90s, I don't expect him to go and average, 27 points a game, 29 points a game. But I mean, due to the fact that his skill set is really to be more of a facilitator and less of the person going to take charge of the game, scoring wise. 20 points for him, no problem. His body's big enough to go and get him 8, 9 boards a game. 10 assists, no problem. I mean, this is a 47% shooting.
I think he has like 26.
Mike, this is the thing. Mike developed the fadeaway. Why? Because defensively, Detroit said, you ain't coming down low. He was Air Jordan taking everybody to the rack, but when Mike go to the rack against Detroit, 3 men clamping down on him.
But don't forget, LeBron's foot speed is going to be superior to about 80% of the league if he goes and plays at that time. They're not going to be able to stay in front of him when he goes and puts.
But then the power forwards,
they're going to hit him. He's going to go to the line.
Exactly. But you said something though. You brought up Detroit. Now, if he was going against Detroit or going against New York, do you think that he would be able to withstand all that hitting in the head? Do you think his mental process, do you think he would have been able to get over that?
In other words,
be a little skittish.
In other words, in the beginning, no. But now, as he evolves, because once again, he would have that mentor. He would have that guy that's saying, you better than them.
Right.
In other words, and guess what? Remember, Michael Jordan patting the fadeaway because why? He got tired of the bad boys killing him. So if that be the case, now he has a reason to improve his jumper.
Oh, okay, so now I guess, and to throw it to another angle real quick, so we say LeBron would be great, and then you're saying that. So would you? I think Carmelo a beast back in the 90s, but you look at cats like Durant, who else? Russell Westbrook, Kobe. I mean, do you think they were all?
do that in the 90s, man.
Carmelo his footwork was crazy.
Carmelo good in the block.
I think character played a part also in your game.
Yeah.
And based on Kobe's character and the way he is.
But he would have a mentor though. But no, you talk about LeBron.
Who?
He would have a mentor.
With that character.
You would have a mentor.
Who?
First of all, he would have came out from high school. That was the wrong thing.
So
he would have played college.
He would have played college.
He would have played under Krzyzewski.
Okay.
So Coach K would have told him, look, dog, you can't do that.
Okay,
You know?
hold on. Wait, now you say he would have went under Coach K. Now, Grant Hill, ball. Let's name Coach K's defensive players. Let's name Coach K's players that go to the next level.
I know where you're going with this. Go ahead.
Let's name Coach K's players that dominate the league. I'm waiting for one player come from Duke University all the years.
But honestly,
Johnny Dawkins, it don't even matter.
But let me tell you,
Grant Hill, the only person.
hey, but let me tell you, Christian, y'all know, all y'all know out there. Hold on. Hey, all y'all know out there, when Christian Laettner was in Duke, y'all know that Joker wasn't that good.
Okay,
so what I'm saying is, he didn't have a lot of talented players.
So what I'm saying is,
so we talking about Kobe though.
Nobody else gonna do
So we
that.
talking about Kobe though.
No.
Bobby Hurley might have been a decent role player if he didn't get a car accident over by Arco.
Look at Chris Callaway when all of the players that came out
They
of
weren't that talented
the
though,
Trenton,
man.
Langdon, all of them.
That was the system.
Shane Battier is strictly defense.
Because that was the system.
Dang and Hill, that would have been it.
And the thing about it is,
Dang wouldn't have been able to play
Dang game ain't really went. He ain't over 25 a game.
But he averaged 20 a game though.
Okay, so that's the case once again.
Yeah.
You know,
But I'm saying,
like Mike says, it's easy.
but he came out as freshman year though. But I'm saying it's that system. But Kobe's a different player. He's that.
So would he have been able? So would Krzyzewski would have been able to coach?
Kobe would
I think so.
Kobe
I think so.
Kobe got the mentality. He was aiming to be like Mike. So I mean, no. Kobe would have killed.
He would have killed him, man. He would have killed him.
In college?
In college,
Oh, he would have dominated college.
But not in that era there.
Oh, yeah, he would have. Yeah, he would have.
No.
Yeah, he would have. He would have easily done it.
He's a defensive. Come on, dog. He's a defensive guru. I don't understand.
Crying baby Kobe. Plain as simple.
Okay, so all right, here you
Crying
have
baby
it.
Kobe.
Okay, here you have it, Slim.
Once again.
Slim. So you think LeBron?
In 18 years,
Hold on,
he ain't never been.
you think LeBron would beast, right?
LeBron's first team All NBA because of his points, rebounds, and assists, and he can go and defend.
What you think?
Switch speed on everybody.
I think yes, LeBron would definitely be dominant. It would be a challenge, but in the first couple of years he probably wouldn't be all NBA. He would have to grow and evolve into that.
I guess I agree with both of y'all. I think he would be great, but it would take some time. I'm kind of shaky on his mentality or whatever, but hey, that's another day. Again, we're here at Cindy Cuts Barbershop. I'm Mr. Controversy, Slim Jim, Big Google. We holler at y'all. We out.